Okay. Yes, this is another aluminium tin foil dip, but I'm gonna do, as you see, this is a lovely, oh gosh, what was the size of it? 40.6 canvas, so all of it won't be on the foil, and we just see, I think if the tin foil, if that's okay, not doing the whole lot in the, we're just going to see the results of it. And I've got some absolutely stunning colours mixed with my newfound pouring medium that I have discovered. It's a DIY. I'll put the link to the video where I show you how to mix this DIY pouring medium, but it works fabulous. So I've got my canvas ready. I've got a large old cake muffin tin tray, cooling tray ready that I like to put my canvases on so they're not sitting directly on the canvas. So it'll be interesting. Pretty sure that by the time I've squeezed the paint outwards, it'll probably not look any different. And I mean, I know a lot of people say, what's the difference in putting the tin foil down and what, and I believe it adds like a little bit of a textured look than if you don't, but you know, that's all personal opinion. So just marked out where my canvas is going to go, and it's going to be a easy wheezy, let's get busy. I'll best put some gloves on. Okay. Just so excited. I've been in my art room today and discovered new things and the videos may be up already or they may not, but this is the benefit of just keep even the same old techniques but try something different with them in there. Just been having so much fun with it. So for the beginning we will just put some white paint. God, flies. I'm going to just put some white paint around my edge so it kind of keep me guided. I mean, it might, the paint will probably run all underneath or it will go haywire. I'm just going to try it, you know. So that's just plain old white. And then I'm going to put some of these yummy colours in here. I've got my deep berry delicious. I'll at first just do the wiggles. I'll add the last of my lilac. I've got it there, and I'll kind of do some chevrons in it because I kind of think that the chevrons help make a really nice kind of a leaf effect in there. I have some I think this was, it wasn't just purple, it was something else, can't think, it was mixed up previously, so I'm going to put it in there. Go back to adding some more white. Then I'll add, I think I've got a bit of gold left, the champagne gold, it's left in my container now. I was gonna make up some new, but I've got marbles in the bottom of my container, which I always put in. It helps mix the paints when you're giving it a shake up, when you come to reusing them. I just don't want my marbles to fall out. I don't want to lose my marbles. Well, I think that's a bit too late. Maybe I'll have to tip the marbles out. They're gonna end up going in my work, aren't they? Maybe I'll just, that's it. Oh, okay. I've lost my marbles, well and truly. I'm just gonna pick them up, put them over there. Tell you that purples, those different shades of purple lilacs go lovely with the gold. So I'm gonna put them in there. Now I'm gonna add some real crimson red. these colours. Oh, so yummy. So yummy. It doesn't matter if my canvas doesn't pick up all of the colours, because we have another little trick for that. So this is some leftover phthalo blue, so I'm going to put that in there too. I think that is the rest of my gold. Yeah, that's what I need to mix some. And I'm not sure if I put a little bit of, I think I've got some here, just to give it another pop, is turquoise in there. Pretty sure I've done similar colours to this. So this is my turquoise pre-mixed, and I love to put them in these little bottles because they're airtight, and you've can put the lid back on them and they do last quite a long time. Yes, I'm a messy pourer. A messy pourer. I think that will be plenty. I was going to give my canvas maybe just a quick on the very edges with the dark blue. You can actually dip your canvas in that as well, the edge, and roll it. It's another little idea, so I'm just going to quickly do this. Won't bore you with the boring bits. My. I can just finish off that. I'll just trim around the edge of that. Oh, my naughty dog, she was in the garden barking at air. My older dog, I think she's suffering a bit of dementia lately because she just gets really, really scared of absolutely nothing. She's never had anything to ever be frightened of. And she wanders aimlessly, buries herself in leaves until you can't see her. She's never done these things, so we got a trip to the vet. But anyway, there you go. And I'm going to plop it in, and we'll see how we go. Always excited. I know people say, oh, you like doing that technique. Oh, you always do that technique. Well, it's my art, my rules, my way. If you're doing your art, go for it. Do it any which way you choose. And it's always good to have a signature technique, which I know mine is balloon kissing, but you can add balloon kissing to every single technique you do, whether it be a dirty pour, a wiggles pour, Dutch blow, a Dutch pour, a chaos blow, a dip, blow and kiss. You can add kisses, balloon kisses to every technique. So you give it a good press out to the surface below, and I'm going to give it a slide. I'm going to try and lift it straight up. Come on. Oh, wow. Beautiful. I would have liked more gold in that, but so there you go. You can leave or re-dip as much as you want into that. There's the finished result. How beautiful is that? I'm going to bring you down to that. That is gorgeous. So this is the end result. I haven't put any heat on it yet. Kind of think when you do that twist, it creates like a stem effect, like you can see up there. Those colours are super yummy. Love the blues. But I wish I'd got more gold to actually put in it. But super gorgeous. Oh, so nice. So nice. Love it. Always a good fun one for lovely results. I really hope you enjoyed that too. I will leave the photos at the end when it's dried and let you see the end result, but it's always a fun pour and easy to do. So enjoy, my lovelies. Please take care in this crazy world. And if you're feeling sad, lonely, or depressed, please ring a family member or a friend, or if that isn't available to you, then certainly a helpline. Or get in a room or a kitchen or a garage and pour some paints. Buy some cheap acrylic paints and some PVA and make your own pouring medium. As I said, all the information is in the drop down box underneath this video in the description.
You get the chance to meet someone, before you get to meet someone like you. How many songs can you write about heartbreak? How to go when you're fed up with mistakes? Maybe I just found the answers. Maybe I just found the answers in you.